Hi Gemini, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. This is going to be a weekly reading for August 30th through September 5th. So we are in Virgo season, the second week. It's a nice, quiet, lovely type of energy. Makes me think of trees blowing in the wind. And this week, I think the energy is going to feel a little still and internal. We have a void of course moon at the beginning of the week. We have 3 days where the moon is in Cancer. Very internal, cozy kind of moon feeling. Emotionally, very homey, right? Cancer. I say it's like a cup of tea and a good bowl of soup, right? It's like cozy, comfy feelings. It's also deeply emotional. So if you are processing through things that we were changing or letting go of last month in Leo season, some of those Uranian things, then it's time now to just kind of relax into it and allow for the new changes to kind of unfold as they will. I think that's how the energy feels. We also do have an important thing though. Your planet Mercury is moving into Libra, which is beautiful and harmonious for relationships, for speaking, talking, and thinking about love and partnerships, but also, you know, our finances and making plans. So that's really, really good. And it's going to be in Libra because it's going to stay in Libra and then retrograde in Libra. All Mercury retrogrades this year have been in air signs, and our final Mercury retrograde will happen at the end of this month in September, and it will be in Libra. So that's good. Thinking about love, relationships. All right, what is it? 2 cards with you. Gemini always wants 2 cards, right? I get it. All right, I am shuffling right now the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, and there's your card. The Wisdom of the Oracle. And I'm going to stick with, because it's speaking to me big time, the Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrine Welch-Stein. We used that last week, and I'm still feeling it, so I'm using it. All right, so I just fell out for you. The card is Higher Power. Higher Power, Gemini. I love that. I love that so much. Mercury in Libra, look at that. Right? It's like you're in your higher mind. Yeah, you are. North Node is also retrograde in Gemini, right? So that is making all of us on the planet really consider our life's purpose, right? Our life's work, the meaning of life, big stuff, but for you especially. All right, so I'm going to also shuffle a little bit more that Tarot of Mystical Moments. We're going to lay out your 9 card and do what we do. All right, Gemini, if you would please just settle in with me and relax. Take some time for you. Deep breaths to relax. Got the first card out, nice. Drop your shoulders. Relax your spine, lower the cortisol, that stress hormone, right? Okay, I like that. I think those are well shuffled. Let's go ahead and cut the deck for you, Gemini. I'm going to lay them out. I'll say what they are, and of course I'm going to show you them all. We're going to read the 9 cards at the bottom and the bottom of the deck. We're going to go horizontally, vertically, and big picture. Okay, stay with me. All right, Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the Emperor, 7 of Cups. A lot of water here on the table, 4 of Pentacles. All right, let's see here. Let me take a quick look at this while you're taking some deep breaths and settling in. The bottom of the deck, the 7 of Pentacles. All right. I like to look at the bottom 3 cards. Wow, I think that you are assessing wow, this is deep. Okay, I think this Higher Power card is going to speak to us here about this because I'm seeing a deep message here. I'm seeing that you are really looking at how love, heartbreak, and disappointment has been processed through your family. Maybe some family issues. So maybe this week with the moon in Cancer, Cancer's the 4th house of home, family, mother. You might be letting go of some of the issues that maybe were kind of like, you know, like indoctrinated in you as a child, and you're maybe changing it up and deciding to have family differently, have home life differently, have marriage differently. Just be different, choose differently than you had it when you were a child. That's kind of how I'm seeing this. This is a big message. So let's read higher power. Stay with me, Gemini. All right. Higher power, number 4. Let's see where this goes. You know, I just read what I see, right? Never know what's going to come out. Okay, higher power. Conscious contact with higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to partnership with spirit. This card reminds you that you are more than a person just trying to get ahead or to make things happen for yourself or others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it with prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? I love that. Then get out of your own way and trust that there's a plan for your life more wondrous than you could ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Remember I said that North Node about your life purpose being in Gemini? Does this card say that right now or what? I think you're actually awakened to that. I think that in Leo season, thinking about our ego construct, right? The personality, right? That's ego. That's Leo, our personality. In between 2 huge full moons of Aquarius, which is really about our individual self in the collective, in the whole of humanity. And seeing it with great vision. We have the outer planets that are in Aquarius. It's a generational shift about how we see with big vision. I think all humanity are kind of being open to the 6th sense coming online. And that has definitely happened for you. And it is happening for you. And I think you know that it's happening for you. I think you're in contact and connection with the whole. Right? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It's like you get this, Gemini, on a quantum level. And you're seeing things with higher conscious awareness. I think so. This week, it isn't going to be about your mind. This week, it's going to be about how that feels. Not about thinking about it. It's not about conceptualizing it or having intellectual discussions about it. This week, it's about feeling the presence of the Horton in the Who and the Who in the Horton. It's the feeling of being one with everything. And it's like your part in the whole of God, God's part in the whole of you, whatever you deem God or wholeness or source energy, light, love. You can use any word in any language that you want to describe that, but it's being a part of the whole. That's what you, and that's why when I looked at the bottom of the deck, I was like, wow, are you looking, when I first saw this card, I looked at it as sitting atop of the tree of life and really contemplating your life, like the whole of your life, because the 3 of Swords is under that. This is when we're really thinking about how we process the stuff in our lives that have hurt us, that have been difficult for us, the things that we've had a lot of trouble getting over. And I said that about the family because of the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands for me, it's home. It's where we feel at home with the people that we love, whether they're blood relatives or friends or, you know, extended family, friend family, your tribe. The 4 of Wands are the people you go through life with, to me. The people you celebrate life with. The people you mourn with. The people who have your back. That's this card for me. And when you are contemplating that with the Three of Swords, it's like there's been pain and hurt and difficulty in your family. Now, are you alone in that? No, every single person on the planet has that. We all have to process through our stuff. So I think you might be doing a little bit of it, but it feels really good. It feels actually really progressive, really. You feel in this reading, to me, when I looked at it, it's like you're strong. You're really strong because you are completely connected to this whole. Let's go across. Wheel of Fortune. It's like you are just going with the circle of life, the cycles of the God clock, this astrological movement of the music of the spheres, right? You're in tune. You're getting in tune with the timing of it all. Divine timing. Knight of Cups, which has helped to open you up emotionally and trust a little bit more. Have you been trusting lately? Because I think, I just pulled this card actually before, either for Aries or Taurus, but I'm getting a completely different message for you in this row. I don't think you're feeling caged in. I think you feel the top of that cage coming off and the wings, your wings spreading through it. The wings represent you being connected. And you can't fit in this cage when you're sprouting wings, right? It's like, and the wings represent your light, your love, your self-acceptance. That's what I'm getting from this. That over time you have learned to love yourself with great self-acceptance. You've allowed yourself to grow. You've allowed yourself to spread your wings, quite literally. If you imagine them being made of light, energy, and love, we all have the capability to do that. Okay, so 10 of Cups. You love your family very much. You understand the depth and truth of what it feels like to work hard and fight hard for the people you love, to get through the hard times with the 9 of Wands. You've been through the good, you've been through the hard. There are times where you're peas and carrots, peanut butter and jelly. There are times when you want to quit. That's the 2 of Cups. That's the yin-yang of life. And I don't know, maybe Pisces and Libra understand that, the yin-yang, but you probably understand it the best. It's written into your DNA, You understand yin-yang. You understand the conscious and subconscious. You understand the male, the female. You understand opposites in life. You understand other perspectives. So, Gemini, I think you're actually looking at the depth and the breadth and the width of how you have loved in your family. So let's go to the bottom. Emperor, 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. Somewhere along the way, you learned that in order to empower yourself to dream bigger, you had to open up in a way that maybe wasn't really allowed. Like in your family or in the previous generations, because that thing, old-fashioned ways or whatever. And most Geminis have a bit of a maverick in them, right? And I think that's, maybe that was a little restrictive for whatever reason. And it could be 1,000 things. It could be strict parents. It could be parents that didn't give you guidelines. It could be a strict religion. It could be a million things. It could be dysfunction. But whatever it was, the center of your reading today is this 9 of Wands. And if you look at it very closely, you can see the stitches, the scars. It's like she stitched herself back together every time she was cut open by life. Stitching herself back together. Stitching herself back together. And sometimes that's what love and commitment takes. It takes it all. That's a life well lived and a life well loved. And maybe, in your family, in the house you grew up in, you didn't see love play out that way. And maybe you're changing things about the way you do life. All I can say is you are empowered, you are a dreamer, and you're going to open up the way you allow yourself to live life, because you are in tune with the timing. You are open-hearted. Look at that heart. Her heart is right out there, open for the world to see, completely vulnerable. And there is not anything at this point that can keep you held back or held in from spreading your wings. Gemini, you're enlightening yourself to recognize the truth of who you really are, your soul, your naked soul. Not who everyone in your life has ever labeled you to be. You want to be undefined, because then and only then can you continue to grow your whole life. And that's what Geminis do. They learn and grow their whole life. So go Gemini. I just want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude every single day this week. Settle into that moon and feel your feels and allow for what it teaches you. All right? Take care, and I'll be here for you next week. Thanks so much.